everyone, for some more of the 2022 FIFA World Cup here in FIFA 23, and we are going to play as another qualified team here, as we're going to go into custom tournament. You can see last time we played as Japan. But before we continue on, I hope you guys have an awesome day today. Hope you guys doing well. And I should say that this particular tournament mode, I will be playing as my first African country. See if I can find them. Let's randomize again. And the team that I have chosen is Ghana. And as you can see, they have been randomized and placed with Ukraine, Sweden, and Finland. So we will be playing that. You can see all the other groups. US is grouped with Mexico. That's rather interesting. I'm not seeing Canada. I see Brazil. I see Argentina. I see Spain. I see France, I see Portugal. So a lot of the big teams are in here. But having said that, the big teams, for those of you that watch the tournament mode with Japan, a lot of the big teams got knocked out early. So let's see what happens here. As I'm going to go ahead. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Ghana, I believe, is the youngest team that participated in this World Cup. I know the US was the second youngest. But Ghana did fail to get out of the group stage alongside Tunisia and Cameroon as far as African teams. The only two that progressed to the knockout stages were Senegal and Morocco. But anyway, let's take a look at this Ghanaian team and see what we have to deal with here. Let's see. Now, I'm going to stick with this formation again, which this is the formation I had in my Japanese career mode, and see if Ghana does any better than what Japan did. Now, I don't know which Ayew is which. I'm not sure which one's Jordan and which one's Andre, but I'm actually going to swap them. I'm going to put the higher rated one up top as striker. Kudus can play behind him. Sulemana can play out in the right. The other Ayew can play out in the left. Yeah, I'm not having a 60 rated goalkeeper. I'm going to put go to Fori. Yeah, the highest rated goalkeeper we have is 72. That's not ideal. But we're just going to have to stick with it. Ekuban can stay on the bench unless there's someone higher rated. Jeffrey Schlupp is in there. I forgot about him. There's Mensa. You got, I think his first name's Daniel Amerdi, center back / right back. Yadam, Jiku, Raman. We got Baba, we got Thomas Partey. He really should be captain instead of Ayew. As a matter of fact, let me do that here real quick. Do we have any backup cams? Can anybody play as a cam? Oh, right here, Ashley Meru. Okay, he could be my backup cam. Got Ayew in there. He's 75 rated. Ayew will be my backup center back. We also have Kierre in there that can be backup center attacking mid, so I'm going to put him in there. Picasso. Think he'll be alright. I think this is Dennis Odoi, the guy that plays for, or I'm not sure if he still plays for Fulham, but I know he is associated with them. And that is going to be our bench here for this Ghanaian team. This is going to be our starting lineup. I'm still not comfortable with the fact that we have a 72 rated goalkeeper. I'd much prefer if he was like in the high 70s, low 80s, but you can't control what the game gives you or who gets caught up in real life, so, or what country they play for, so I'm just going to go ahead and roll with that. You can see Partey with the armband, and we are going to be up against Ukraine, which got knocked out in the World Cup qualification playoff match against Wales. It was a two-legged affair. But we're going to go ahead and play. You can see Alexander Zinchenko right there. I think I'm going to have them wear the blue. I'd much prefer us wearing the white, because I'm not a big fan of the red away kits. But you can see they're playing a 4-1-4-1 formation, clear skies at Lusail Stadium. Like I said, they got Zinchenko in there. I'm surprised he's not captain. I think he's captain in real life. They got Yaremchuk up at striker. Mudryk, who's been heavily linked with a lot of big clubs, out in the left hand side, alongside Zidane Comfrey's on the right. Malinowski, Zinchenko, Zadortek. In the midfield, Sobol, Kritsov, Kacharaba, and Chimchek make up the back line, and Bouchon is the goalkeeper. So, without further ado, let's start our adventure with Ghana. You can see Alexander Shevchenko warming up for Ukraine.
Attention, Dan Morris. Your wallet was found on the concourse. Please.
Oh crap. Dan Lawrence might want to get his wallet. But we are underway here. We are the only African team in our group. We have been grouped alongside 3 European teams in Sweden, Finland, and Ukraine. I'm probably gonna sim the Finland game. I'm gonna play the Sweden game. Like I said before, Ukraine very nearly qualifying for this World Cup. They ended up losing to Wales, which, had they been successful, they would have been grouped with the US. Ghana, the birthplace of former American wonder kid Freddie Ayew. That's definitely one of the saddest soccer stories, or should I say football stories, around what happened with Freddie Ayew, because he did have potential. He wasn't terrible either. It's just I don't know why nothing ever materialized for him exactly. I'm not sure, but it's down to attitude, or he just wasn't good enough for. Because I know he played for like over a dozen different clubs in a spell of like 10 years, so I don't know what the story is with that, but Freddie Ayew could have been something big, but ended up, unfortunately for him, and first goal, a rather impressive scissor kick there. Who was the goal scorer there? I didn't get to pay attention who that was. Take a look at this goal once again. Excuse me. Kamaldeen Suleimana, okay. So Suleimana scores the first goal in this tournament mode for Ghana.
Goal for Ghana.
Nice steal. Oh! Awful first touch by Ayew. I do have trouble getting past this defender. I wonder what the story with that is. Okay, nice strike. And it's the other Ayew brother scoring. Which I need to look up here. Oh, let's see the celebration first. Okay, let me see. Crap. Yeah, I need to learn which one is which. I think up front might be Jordan, and I think out wide is Andre. I could be wrong about that, but I think Jordan Ayew is the one that just scored. I can just find out right here. Which one scored? No, Jordan's out wide, and Andre is the one that scored. Okay. So Andre's my striker, and Jordan is the one out wide. Okay. So I need to remember that. Andre's the higher rated one. Should have looked at that before the match, but I didn't even think about that. Nice steal. That's not who I wanted to pass it to. Okay, Jordan Ayew. Crossing it to his twin brother, Andre. Ayew's such a good player, and the rest of the Ghanaian team, they can phase through matter. I know I made that reference in my Japanese tournament. It is going to grow old. I do apologize about that. Nice one, too. Can we finish off Ukraine here? Beautiful strike. As Andre gets the hat trick. We're going to jump to the result. And he adds a fourth goal here. So 4 goals in his opening game, which is very impressive. Ayew came on for Marty, and Kira came on for Perte. Finland knocking out Sweden. And we are yeah, English. We are up against the Swedish. Okay, let's see. I think I'm going to replace Jordan and put Schlupp up there. You know what? Do I put Ekuban up there just to see what he's like? I'll do. I'll give the Ayew brothers a rest here. I'm going to see what Ekuban is like. Kier can be my cam. Wakaso can replace Baba. Amurde was pretty decent, so I'm going to take Jiku off and put Ayew. And I'm going to put Odoi in there. And I think I'm going to give Ziggy a start and goal. See how he does. But that will be the squad that I'll be rolling with this match against Sweden. Let's see how they line up. Isak up front with Forsberg and Kulusevski. Alongside him, Clayson should be out wide. Forsberg should be behind Isak. Spanberg and Ekdal are the center midfield pairing. Lindelof and Nielsen are the center back pairing. Augustinsson and Kraft are the wide backs with Olsen in between the sticks. I am going to go ahead and keep my red kits on them for this game because I don't want Sweden wearing their all white. But they're playing a 4-3-3 attack, so let's see what the Swedish can give us in terms of resistance.
Here is how Sweden are lining up. Number 1, Robin Olsen. Number 4, Joachim Nielsen.
Why did the Puma feel the need to make their kits look like freaking hockey jerseys? I mean, those would look nice if they were hockey uniforms, but they're not. They're football kits.
Number 21, Dejan Kulusevski.
Sweden, like Ukraine, are one of those teams I do plan on doing a tournament mode with. I'm not sure if any of you remember what Ghana's kits looked like back in 2010 when they made it to the quarterfinals, but those red and yellow striped away kits were some of the best World Cup kits I've ever seen in my life. I wish I would have brought those back for this World Cup. But I think that was a different manufacturer. I think that was Adidas, not Puma. I'd have to look that up. But yeah, that famous game against Uruguay where Suarez had the handball prevented Ghana from becoming the first African team ever to reach the semifinals of a World Cup, which 22 years later, well, not 22, 12 years later, Morocco ended up achieving that feat, as Kierik becomes the first person to get on the board here in this game. But yeah, I felt so bad for Ghana in the game. I just feel bad for Ghana in this World Cup. I just think... And to be honest with you, I really don't think... Yeah, they might have finished last in their group. I think they finished last in their group. I gotta look. I know they and Uruguay did not advance, but... That was a tough group in and of itself. Korea, Republic, Portugal, and Uruguay to contend with. And for them not reaching the knockout stage, that's not an indictment on their talent. It was just the wrong group for them. Jeffrey Schlupp. I forget what team he plays for now. I don't think he still plays for Leicester. Oh! Why are you passing it back there? That's not even who I wanted to pass it to. But anyway, I managed to squeeze it between those two Swedish defenders. And I think that's Kjær again. Yep. So he's on a brace right now. I would have thought that Kudus would have been the guy that be banging in the goals at center attacking mid. But anyway, Schlupp going on the left-hand side. Schlupp. Sulemana. Again with the acrobatics, he can't score normal goals. He has to score highlight reel goals. Hey, as long as he gets the ball in the back of the net, I don't care how he does it. I don't care if he has to go on a unicycle in order to do it. It's just... Yeah, the theatrics are a little bit much. Kjær stealing the ball. Schlupp once again going along the left-hand side. I see Sulemana right there. Why did he stop? Oh, that was an interesting goal. I gotta see this goal again. It came on and off the post. It looked like it was gonna come right back out. But for some reason, he must have struck that ball just right. Yeah, he stopped his run once I started with the cross. Let me see. Not really a whole lot of spin on it. He hits the front of the post, but yet somehow it gets knocked in. That does not even seem... I don't know. I don't know about that physics on that one, EA. I'll take it, but it just didn't seem like that should have gone in. As Odoi makes it 5-0. Jiku came on for Ayew, and Yadam came on for Marty. Okay, it's got to be ourselves and Finland advancing. Sweden and Ukraine have yet to get a point. Finland and beating Ukraine 2-1. And I'm going to go ahead and sim this game because I want the game itself to determine whether or not I win this group. Which, in order to do that, I'm going to go ahead. Ekibon was quiet in that game. I'm going to end up putting Ayew in there. Schlupp had a good game, but I'm going to put Ayew up in there because I do want my strongest starting lineup up here. Maybe in the next game I'll put Ayew and Schlupp out not technically on the wings, but out in the wide midfield positions. And I'm thinking about giving Kiera another start in the next game too. Let me just double check. I think that is my... Yeah. And I think I'm going to go ahead and save this book. What? Oh, it gives me the news. Okay, I got to get used to how this menu works in FIFA 23. I can't just save by pushing the square button. I actually have to go to save game. That's kind of a pain in the neck, but hey. But anyway, I'm going to save this. And like I said before, I am going to sim the game against Finland. They're playing a 5-3-2 holding formation. Some of the names I recognize are Rodetsky, O'Shaughnessy, Kamara, Lord, Schuler, Pojampalo, Pookie, Euronin. Some of the names I recognize. But anyway, do we win the group? We do! We get a 3-0 win. Andre could have got a penalty. He could have made it 4-0. Kudus, Ayew, and Yadum end up scoring. I'm not seeing any injuries. But we do finish on top of Group F. Finland finishes as runners-up. Ukraine ended up beating Sweden 2-0. Sweden finishing dead last. Who do we face in the round of 16? Oh. It's always one of the big teams in the round of 16. I gotta see what the round of 16 draw is. Okay, Denmark beat Finland. Croatia beat Spain. France against Portugal. Germany knocking out the U.S. Ireland knocking out the Belgians, which is a bit of a shock. Mexico beating Uruguay 5-3. That would have been a fun game to watch. And Senegal losing to Brazil. But yeah, why couldn't I have gotten like Ireland or even Senegal? But no, I mean, to be fair, there are a lot of big teams in there. But next time I'll see you guys, we're up against Lionel Messi in Argentina and see if we can beat them. Which, before we do that, let's look at the standings. So let's see groups. See if there's anything eye-catching here. England finishing dead last behind Spain and Portugal and Romania. Romania already did tournament mode with. France and Croatia getting out of that group. No surprise there. Serbia and Czech Republic getting knocked out of Group E. Senegal and Ireland advancing from Group D. Switzerland finishing last. Belgium, Brazil, no surprise there. Mexico and the U.S. are the two North American teams knocking out the two Asian teams. And Germany and Uruguay eliminating Wales and Saudi Arabia. But that is where I'm going to call it for this episode. Hope you guys are looking forward to the next one. But thank you guys so much for watching this, and I will see you guys again next time.